about fitness mindsets and how to stay consistent in the gym, why people quit so easily, and how you won't quit in the year of 2026. So, if you're new here, my name is Grant Goliath. I'm a fitness coach. I usually do lives nearly every day, not every day, but close to every day. And I usually do gym content and swimming and drills and how to technique. And I also coach people. So yeah. So if that's for you, stick around, and let's get to it. So um, why do people quit so easily when it comes to their fitness goals? One of the biggest reasons as to why people quit their fitness journey so easily is because of motivation versus discipline. See, now we're in January in 2026. A lot of people are going to be telling you about new year, new me. Um, they're going to get a six pack. They're going to train every day. And it's always the same thing every single year after year after year. It's never ever consistency. You see, on New Year's Eve, I was training. I was like 2 kilometers from New Year's Eve. Why? Because I was finishing off the year strong. And when you finish off the year strong, it pushes you into the new year with that same energy. Now, if you just go into the New Year's with a New Year's resolution, now you have to build up that confidence, that energy to get into the mode. Whereas I'm already in that mode, you see. So I'm going in with that energy, and that's how I'm able to stay consistent in the gym or whatever I'm working towards. So you must let me know in the chat, are you training already, or are you thinking of starting to train at the gym? So just let me know in the chat, where are you at this moment in time. Another key reason as to why people are off and on in the gym is because of they don't know how to put themselves in the mode of training. Because you see, laziness, it creeps in. You see, you sit down, you feel comfortable. You know you need to be training, but because now you're in a comfortable mode now, you think, hey, I'll do it this afternoon, or I'll do it tomorrow, you see? Instead of giving yourself deadlines, meaning when you wake up in the morning, you're intentional with your time of the day. Meaning, when I wake up 8 o'clock, I'm going to be training from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and you give yourself a deadline. So you go and you do that, and you set that up and you complete that. No matter what happens, by 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, I'm going to be training. Benny Blanco, Bronx. How are you, bro? Do you guys have McDonald's in India? I'm not from India, bro. I'm from South Africa. I know I look a bit Indian, but I'm not Indian. I'm from South Africa, and we have McDonald's in South Africa. I'm not too sure about India. Eli Gendrom PHM. How are you, bro? I asked for a chain for prayer for the health of Pope Francis. Okay, we can pray for him. That's a goal. But yeah, we're talking about fitness, mindsets, discipline. I'm not training today, but we are going to have those discussions of why most people quit their fitness journey um, in the year of 2026 and how you won't do it. So you must let me know where you are in your fitness journey, and then we can cover that. Can you show us a monkey? Oh my god, I was about to say something that was out of line, but I don't think I should because it'll offend some people. But there are monkeys where I'm working. If a monkey comes around, I'm working at a pool now and there's a lot of trees where I'm at. Let me just turn the camera and I'll show you. I'm at work at a pool and then when a monkey comes, I'll show you. Awe. Temples.
How are you?
Okay. Sorry about my whole internet connection. I don't know what happened to it. But anyway, let's resume. So why most people quit their fitness, one of the reasons could be is because of unrealistic expectations and comparing themselves to other people. Morning Craze, where are you from? I'm from South Africa. Unrealistic expectations, meaning people always tend to think, hey, they want to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger or they want to look like Phil Heath, or in a space of maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, if they go to the gym for 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, they think, hey, I haven't gotten my results yet. I look the way I'm supposed to be looking, but I'm feeling all this pain. But what usually happens is, you see, when you start your first, like if you start training now, right, you would feel a lot of discomfort from now, maybe 3 weeks straight. You will start feeling pain one way, your body won't adapt. But now you have to get past that 3 weeks in order to what's the word I'm looking for? In order to start getting used to it. Because only past 3 weeks, then you stop feeling pain because now your body has adapted, and then you're comfortable with training. So you're not feeling as much pain as you were before. So unrealistic expectations. You have to have a goal in your mind of how you want to look. I always say this. Say this in previous lives. You have to have a goal in your mind how you want to look, and you train accordingly. So you have to have that idea in your mind. So if you wanna be ripped like Bruce Lee, or if you wanna be a strongman competitor like Eddie Hall, or you wanna have a more bodybuilder type of look like maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger or Chris Bumstead or something like that. They train in a certain way, or you wanna be a hybrid athlete like CrossFit. So there's a certain way that you train to reach those goals. There's a certain way and there's a certain program that you have, which I teach my clients of how they want to look. And we train a certain way and a certain method, and the diet will be a certain way. Like if you want to have a bodybuilder type of physique, so you will mix bodybuilding style training with a diet that consists of a lot of carbs, a lot of proteins. It'll be a mix of both carbs and proteins, but you always want to have healthy carbs and healthy and proteins. You don't want to have unhealthy carbs in your diet. You see things like a potato, just a simple thing like a potato. There's a sweet potato and there's a normal potato. So a sweet potato is considered healthy carbs. And a normal potato is the most unhealthy vegetable. Because the potato is a vegetable, but it's the most unhealthy vegetable. So that's an unhealthy carb. You see the difference in your diet. So with a bodybuilding style of training, you want to have a mix of carbs and protein. But if you're doing dirty bulking, that's more like a strongman type of diet, meaning you eat anything and it works. Eat as much as possible 6 times a week. Haha, it's what I can't in Chinese. I would respond to you, maybe if you can translate to English to me, and then we're good to go. So that's a different approach. See, and then you have your physique competitors different way. They would only eat things like high protein diet, so they'll only eat like things like chicken breast and broccoli only, not rice with it. So when you're bulking, you have a lot of rice, but when you're cutting, you're taking away the rice and you're just eating the broccoli and the chicken breast. So lean chicken, the white chicken, best chicken for your diet. So that's the way you're gonna structure your workouts. See, and then you'll be more on par with your diet, and then obviously your training method. So that's a realistic expectation. See, and motivation and consistency are two different things. So motivation it's like a burst of energy. So you feel this year, this year, new year, new me. I'm gonna take an expensive contract at Virgin Active, and I'm gonna give it my all in the first 2-3 weeks, and you see after the third week the motivation tanks, and then now you're not consistent. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know, internet connection is just terrible today. Yeah, so now I want to touch on my personal fitness journey on why I gave up. So basically, in this year, last year, I started the year on a good note, and what happened was I had an injury. It was a hernia. I had a hernia. I was told by the doctor because of that hernia. Took so much time off training. I thought, hey, although the doctor told me that I shouldn't train because of the hernia, because I took so much time off my training, I decided to take it upon myself to just go back to the gym. I decided on my own, what, I'm tired of making excuses. I know that I'm injured and I shouldn't be at the gym, but to me it was like I was being lazy. So I thought, hey, let me go back and just do like lightweight, just train like do minimum training, lightweights, keep it simple, keep it easy, keep it light, and maybe I'll have some results without making the injury worse. I shouldn't have done that. I went back into the gym. The hernia just kept on tearing more and more and more, till the point where I couldn't. It was so bad that I was doing a test, a fitness test. I went to do a fitness test, a swim test, and that's where it hit me the most. I jumped into the water, completed my 100 meters, completed my dual rescue, and that's when now the hernia got so worse that I ended up being paralyzed from my waist down. I crawled out the pool, and then I fell backwards on my back like this here, and then I couldn't move. Yeah, I couldn't move because I was paralyzed from the waist down, and that's when I knew I had to go into hospital. And when I went into hospital, they operated on me. It was an emergency operation, and I ended up sitting over there in hospital for like a week, and they operated on me, and then I had to recover now. and then come back to work. When I got back to work, there was just all kinds of pressure on me to perform this fitness test, and my work wasn't being very understanding that I need to recover. They were just putting so much pressure on me that I need to complete the fitness test. Otherwise, consequences. So I had to wait for the 2 weeks to recover, and then I had to jump back in the water and then do the fitness test and then pass the fitness test. And the mental strain on me almost made me want to now give up on my fitness journey because of that, which was very discouraging. So that's one of the reasons why I almost quit my fitness journey, because of the mental strain, the injury, the setback. But I got through it. So where are you at? So are you training? Or are you on a fitness journey as well? And what made you almost quit as well? Leave a comment and then I'll respond to you. So yeah, that was a bit of a hectic one for me. The recovery was just something else. I had to teach myself how to walk again, how to talk. I couldn't even form sentences while I was talking. They had a whole tube down my throat, into my lung. I woke up. There's the scars. Let me show you the scars. See, I got this one here. It's the main one. So there's this one. And then there's that one. And there's that one. So basically it was laparoscopic surgery. I went through laparoscopic surgery. And that's what almost made me quit, because now in your mind now during the recovery phase, you always think to yourself, hey, I'm gonna be like this here forever, because it seemed like it will never end, but it came to an end. So that's what almost made me quit, just quit on a whole. It wasn't because I was undisciplined or I was being lazy. It was just like a major setback, because this happened to me in July last year. And then from July going towards December was just a horror story. The recovery. But yeah, so I'm back at it now. I plan on going back to the gym soon, very soon. I tried to go back immediately, but the doctor said to me that you shouldn't do any form of training for like 6 to 8 weeks. So I was forced to recover, and every time I tried to go back, there was that pain over there that was just nudging me, telling me, hey, back off, watch yourself, don't get too ahead of yourself. So I was forced to recover completely. So those are the reasons now, the things that can set you back. The injury, life can happen, you could lose your job, and that throws you off your fitness journey. It's January, and that's the difference between now being disciplined and being motivated, because now when you face something like a job loss, that will throw you off. If you're just feeling motivated to go to the gym now in 2026, and you're not disciplined, but you just feel motivated, something like a job loss will throw you off. If you're not disciplined, a job loss will throw you off. You won't be consistent in the gym. You train for 3 weeks, and then after the third week, you'll be thrown off. So you have to try and work around it, So yeah. Let me know where you at during your fitness journey, and are you training? Are you thinking of training? Do you need help training? Let me know in the comments below. How you?
One of them. Oh.
One
What was I
second.
thinking? Shame.
So, what I want to be talking about next is training consistencies. See, when you be consistent, when you train consistently, how you form a consistency pattern is it will look like this. So you give yourself realistic goals, right? So you would say instead of I want to go and train every day, you would do something like train 3 times a week. This is just for beginners, not for advanced people. It's just like for beginners. So give yourself a realistic expectation. I will train 3 times a week instead of every day. Because 3 times a week is more than enough for the week. You're being consistent. And you're giving yourself some recovery time and a realistic path. Instead of just going every day from not training to now just going into a full blast, not every day. See, that they causes burnouts. Even me, I'm an advanced trainer. Like, I even take breaks throughout the week. I don't go every single day because I understand the importance of muscle recovery. And so, what I would do is, if I was a beginner, I'd give myself a realistic goal. I would train something like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then just repeat that. So I would also make the session shorter, you see, because you must also think recovery. So you would train something like half an hour. Sometimes we don't even complete a full hour in the gym. You just go half an hour at a time. So, and I would give myself like a goal. Okay, so today I'm working chest. I'll do half an hour chest workouts. I'll do something like 3 different workouts for my chest, and I would do 10 to 15 reps each. That's how I structured it. One muscle group, right, on Monday. So I'll do the bench press, I'll do incline bench press, I'll do decline bench press, and then I will do cable flyers. So that's 4 workouts. Half an hour it's done if you do 3 sets each. But now if you're doing 4 sets, that'll take longer. It'll take you an hour to complete. So yeah, that's a more structured approach. And then I know when I go on Wednesday, I'm gonna do legs. So I'll do 3 different workouts for my legs. So I'll do lunges, starts with lunges, then move to squats, then move to leg press, then move to leg extensions. So that's more structured now. You see, I'm doing 4 different workouts for the same muscle, and then move to Friday. I'll do something like target arms. So I'll do one shoulder workout, one bicep workout, one tricep workout, and one forearm workout. Then I'll do, so you see it's structured. Then I'll go to move on to the following week where the muscles that I missed, like the back. So I'll do 4 back workouts, 4 different back workouts, and then I'll do 10 reps each, and then on that following Wednesday I'll do something like abs. I'll do 4 different ab work. Can you see how it structures itself? So in that way I'm more consistent. I don't have inconsistent workouts. And then when you 2 to 3 months in, now you can go every day to the gym, and now you can work your full body in 1 week. You see, because now you've built up the feel of going to the gym. You know what it feels like. You know what to expect. You 3 months in, and now you know how you already passed the pain for it. So the pain is not unbearable. You see. So now you're more consistent now because now you pause that pain phase. Now you can structure now how you want to go forward. So the first month you've gotten through is the worst. I always say the first month is the worst. The first month and a half, you feel unbearable pain. You'll even take painkillers. I was taking painkillers at one point. Every time I have a pause and a stop, it's like I'm starting again. So you get through that first month, the pain phase, and then now you actually starting now, you see? So if you can get through that, you're on the right path. So let me know in the chat where you are in your fitness journey, or you're already training, or you're thinking about starting to train, and let me know how that goes. Why most people quit is because of that inconsistency. They start something and then they don't finish it. And we always do that as humans. We always think, hey, I'm going to start training this year. I want a Greek god physique, but we don't ever finish it. You see, so inconsistencies is what will always throw you off. But if you build and you structure a proper program, a proper workout routine, you won't lose track. You will always be consistent. And I always say as well, like give yourself, like you see how I overcome the laziness, like I'll do a pre-training ritual. So I'll do something that will get me in the mode of training because laziness is very sneaky. You find yourself sitting like, oh, I'm sitting now. And the laziness will creep in. I know I have to jump in the water and do swim 1 to 2 Ks, but because I'm feeling comfortable, I end up not doing it. So what I'd end up doing is I'll postpone it. I'll say, oh no, I won't train now. I'll do it later this afternoon. Then this afternoon comes, you put it off. I know it's only one day. I'll do it tomorrow. So now you already convinced yourself why you shouldn't be consistent. See, and that will throw you off. And what I would do to overcome that is I'll give myself like a pre-gym ritual. So I'll put some music on, like my favorite playlist, and I'll listen to that. And then now that will put me in the mood now. Or I'll just put my gym gear on, and now I'm already in the mood to start training now, you see. So I've overcome the laziness in my mind just by doing that, just by changing the environments, you see, changing the lazy environments. So that's another way you can stay consistent. So now you're not just feeling motivated, you're more disciplined. Guys, let me just get some grapes. I'm feeling a bit weak, I don't know why. Just give me 1 second, I'll be back. Just let me know in the chat where you are in your fitness journey, and then we can go over some strategies on how you can stay consistent in the gym and what are your challenges that you face. Just let me know while I get my grapes so I can get some energy going over here. And I'm back. So, yeah. Fresh grapes. Straight from the planet. See, I don't know why we pay for food when food is free. It's comes with the trees. Are we paying for it? I don't know. So yeah, that's how I would say consistent in the gym. If I was, if I was a beginner. Another thing that can throw you off. Another thing that can throw you off is family problem. That could also be a big challenge when it comes to fitness. You're having family issues, and now you need to sort that out. So now your mind is consumed with family problems. Maybe your wife is trolling on you, or your children are disrespecting you. Things like that can affect your mind. So when that affects your mind, that should actually be the reason why you're training, not why you should stop. But unfortunately, we don't continue, we just stop. I have to end this live, guys. I'll be live again tomorrow. Just hit the subscribe button, and then we'll continue tomorrow. My battery is very low. Thanks, guys. See you next time.